This woman deliberately cut off her own hair, carefully packed it into a bag, then used hair dye to change the color of her hair and eyebrows. Next, she poured disinfectant on the floor to erase any trace of her presence. Then, she grabbed a hammer and smashed it into herself, all to make it seem like she had completely vanished, framing her husband for her murder. She had been planning this for 6 months. To make the murder charge stick, she maxed out her husband's credit cards, creating the illusion that he was in financial trouble. She also bought a high-value life insurance policy and named him as the beneficiary. She constantly complained to the neighbors about her husband's abuse. After her pregnant neighbor used the bathroom, she collected the woman's urine, so she could fake a pregnancy and play the victim. She then wrote 300 fake diary entries, starting from their early romance, crafting a story so detailed and brutal that it painted her husband as a cheating, abusive monster while she suffered in fear. On their anniversary, once her husband left the house, she staged a crime scene. She placed the diary in the oven to make it look like he tried to destroy evidence, then deliberately left clues for the police before driving away to another city, where she rented a place and waited for her husband to be arrested. Just as she predicted, the police slowly pieced together the evidence, and soon, her husband was the prime suspect in her murder. But then, plot twist. After his wife's disappearance, the husband appeared on camera, smirking and waving at reporters, showing zero concern. His bizarre behavior instantly made headlines, with the media branding him a heartless monster. To salvage his image, he held a vigil for his missing wife that night. But then, another twist. The pregnant neighbor showed up, screaming at him, calling him a monster who abused his pregnant wife. Chaos erupted, and he had to flee in a police car. When questioned, he denied knowing the neighbor, until cops pulled out photos of his wife and the woman, looking close. Forensic tests also revealed a large amount of his wife's blood in the kitchen. He argued that the scene could have been staged, but then police showed his maxed out credit cards, filled with luxury purchases. And, of course, he was the beneficiary of her life insurance. With all evidence pointing to him, he was trapped. Once the police left, he took matters into his own hands. He remembered the brown cabin, and when he opened it, his blood ran cold. Inside were expensive men's luxury items. If the cops found this, he'd be convicted for sure.